Hello everyone, it's Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do a review on this Roborock Qrevo Pro. We've got some muddy paw prints here in the kitchen. We also got a bunch of dirt and debris on this carpet and the floor. We're going to see how well it cleans this, but first let's talk about the robot. Here's the clean water tank. So you're going to fill this up with just clean water. You can add a little bit of Roborock solution yourself, but there is no solution tank. Here's the dirty water. We're going to empty this out at the end of the job, see how well it did. Now the robot's going to go around and vacuum your house and empty everything into this self-emptying base. This is a vacuum cleaner bag. So there's a vacuum that's going to kick on and suck everything out of the robot. Once in a while you will have to replace that bag, but it's very, very easy. Now I love that this robot has LiDAR navigation. It's able to map your house very well. And then in that app, you can create no-go zones and no mop zones. And you can schedule for different times of the day, different rooms. It's a very capable app. Now the sensor on the front does not take pictures. It's reactive obstacle avoidance. So it uses lasers. It does a pretty good job with obstacle avoidance. It does have the bumper on it too. Let's undock it. Now this is the dust bin. So when it vacuums your house, everything's going to go into this dust bin.
Dustbin removed.
And then everything will get sucked out of this dustbin by that little trap door. And it'll come out here and it'll go right through in there. Now there is a filter. Once in a while you will have to clean that filter, but the dustbin goes there.
Dustbin installed.
Now around back it is able to fill, there is a water tank inside the robot. So as it's mopping your floor, it's got a pump and it can pump some water on top of the mop pads to get them wet to help clean your floor. And there's the charging station. Okay, here are the spinning mop pads. It can raise and lower these mop pads 10 millimeters. We got drive wheels. We have a carpet sensor. These are the fall off sensors, so it won't fall down your stairs. One side brush. Now the mop pads, one mop pad is able to extend. So you can take the mop pads off yourself. But this one, it can extend off to the side so it can clean right up next to the edge, which we will be watching at. This one, it cannot extend, but it just raises and lowers. Here's where the water comes out to wet the mop pad. Now again, once in a while, you will have to replace these, and you can also put them in your laundry to get them nice and clean. But the station here I'm going to show you, it also cleans them with hot water. And at the end of the job, it dries them with hot air. That's to help prevent odor. Now this is all automatic. It's going to wash the mop pads, dry them automatically, and shut off after about 2 to 4 hours, depending on what you got set in the app. Single brush roller. Here's what the brush roller looks like. It's been cleaning my house for, I'd say about 3 weeks now. You will get some hair wrap in this area right here. But so far, so good. Now here we have the docking station. Again, it's able to charge it. It's able to fill the water tank. It's able to take everything out of the dustbin. And now we'll have to clean this once in a while. But what happens is it's going to take some of this clean water, put it down here in this bin when it's down here. And then it's going to spin the mop. The robot's going to spin the mop pads, and that's what's going to clean them. Then it sucks all the dirty water out. That tube right here, that sucks all the dirty water out into the dirty water tank. And then at the end of the job, it blows hot air onto the mop pads to dry them. I like that this is easy to take out for cleaning. You will have to do monthly maintenance on these. So here's the Roborock app. It does a really good job of mapping your house. I can put no-go zones, divide it up into different rooms, clean the different rooms on different days. It's just very capable. Now I can clean by room, zones, or routine. I can have the smart AI plan do it. But I can also select vacuum and mop, mop, vacuum only. I can do these separately.
Starting selective room cleaning.
Okay.
Selective room cleaning.
Okay, I'm going to have it clean this room. The first thing it's going to do is it's going to wash the mop pad. Now it's going to wash it with hot water. Now that's going to do two things. That's going to get the mop pad clean, but it's also going to get it nice and wet so that when it starts mopping, it's ready to go. And you'll also hear it filling the water tank inside the robot up. Now this can take about 1.5 to 2 minutes. Okay, so it's done washing the mop. Now it's going to start cleaning. So it's going to go around and do the perimeter of the room first before it does the middle. And it's lowered the mop pads and the floor is wet. It can extend that mop pad. That is so cool. All right, there's the obstacle avoidance. It's sensing that cable there, and it's trying to avoid it now. It's doing a good job. Now when it gets to this carpet, it's going to lift the mop pads automatically and increase suction power. All right, mop pads are lifted, and it increases the vacuum power. Yeah, it's doing a good job cleaning the carpet. We've got a lot of dirt and debris on the floor and in the carpet. Now under kitchen cabinets, it's able to get right up underneath there with extending that arm. Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, now it's going back and forth. All right, one pass. I've got it set for it's going to do 2 passes on the muddy paw prints. All right, it's doing the carpet again. It's got the mop pad lifted. Yeah, it's doing a good job on that carpet. All right, back to the muddy paw prints. All right, it's doing a good job. First pass. All right. So in the app, it gives you a live update of where it is in the process of cleaning. Okay, so now it's doing its second pass, going the opposite direction. Now it's relying on those mop pads to capture that dirt and then to take it back to the base station and get washed off the mop pads. That's what it's relying on. Now in the app, you can set it to where it will go wash those mop pads more frequently. That way, the more dirt that it captures, it's able to take back to the base station. It's able to clean the mop pads and then bring them back here where they're clean, and it can pick up some more dirt. We are getting a little bit of smearing. And that can all be controlled from the app. You can have it where it's going to wash those mop pads after a certain amount of time, or on the second pass, or by room. So after it cleans this room, it can wash the mop pads and then go clean another room. Now this was a pretty big mess here, but it's actually doing a pretty good job. There's a little bit of smearing. If I could have it go back and wash its mop pads, I think it would get this. It definitely vacuumed everything up, especially off the carpet over there. It's got a little bit more to pick up on the hardwood floor as far as dirt and material. And now it's vacuuming the carpet for the second time. In the app, you can also have it do all the mopping first and then vacuum, or vacuum first and then do all the mopping.
Returning to dock.
Okay, so it's all done. Okay, so those mop pads are full of dirt and it's gonna wash them. Now this docking station does have dirt detect. It can detect if the water's really dirty, and it can wash the mop pads more than if they were just clean or not as dirty.
To wash them up.
Okay. And again, it's going to auto empty it also. It's going to empty all the dirt and material it picked up. So here's everything that it cleaned. Again, it does not take pictures of the obstacles, but here was an obstacle right here, and it's just going to say it detected an obstacle. It's not really going to tell you what it was. I was actually standing there. That's what it detected. So here's when it cleaned the entire basement. We can see it did, you know, it went around all kinds of different things. We don't really get notifications that there was an obstacle or anything, but we can see there's all the different lines it did. It also has this dirt map. It kind of shows us where some of the dirty areas were. And mine has cleaned 992 minutes, 11 times. Total area 609 square meters. And Miss Fiona has come for a treat. Okay, now it's emptying the dustbin. Okay, it's going to resume cleaning now. So in theory, the mop pads are nice and clean, and now it's going to finish cleaning this room. Okay, so now it's doing a good job cleaning. And it's re-mopping. Wow, that got it really clean. Yep, that's taken all the streaks out where they were left from before. There's a few there's a little bit, but let's give it time. It's going to go back over this. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Yep, man, it did a great job. There's just one little speck left. You know, it's not vacuuming. So it's just mopping. And it's going back over it. Okay, now it's all done. It's coming back to the docking station. It got the floor clean. Okay, now it's going to wash the mop again. And at the end of the job, it's going to dry it. You'll hear a fan.
Starting to wash the mop.
Again, this takes about 2 minutes. Okay, so it's all done, and now it's drying the mop pad. You can hear that fan. It's not really loud. Okay, let's empty the dirty water tank. It's been cleaning my house for a while now. The water does feel a little warm. All right. Wow, that's been doing a good job. Now, once in a while, we do want to rinse this out to help prevent odors. Okay, so don't go anywhere. We're going to come do carpet. We're going to check obstacle avoidance, but we got to talk. Okay, first off, it retails for $1,000. I bought it with my own money. I actually paid $1,000, and it's got a $200 coupon on it right now. It's 800 bucks. This is a really good price. It's after Prime Days. It's July 29th. It's an amazing price. $800. I cannot believe. We got to talk about what just happened. This remopping. Again, I was not paid for this video, and I bought it with my own money, and I'm super excited. Okay, we have to read the fine print. They need to advertise this more. Roborock, if you're listening, you need to put this in bold, lots of pictures, and explain to people what's going on. So let's read this. It's the intelligent dirt detection. I learned something new. Okay, using a sensor to detect dirty water while mop washing, it prompts re-washing, okay, I get that, of the dirty mop pads. And then it targets specific dirty areas, enhancing overall cleaning and ensuring that your floors are spotless. Whether it's a spilled cereal, muddy paw print, this feature ensures your floors are spotless without the extra effort on your part. So the dirt detection in the dock said when it came back and washed those mop pads, it said the water was too dirty. And then it told the robot to go clean this area again. That's amazing, and they need to advertise this more. It's called intelligent dirt detection. They give you a picture. They need to tell you more about this, because I told it to clean this room, and here's where it cleaned this room, okay? I told it to, I took it out of the AI, the smart. Originally I was doing the smart plan, and then things went kind of haywire and I had to stop it. I just did vacuum mop. I did increase the water flow halfway through. I was on balanced. I had it on 2 times, and it did mop it and vacuum it twice, but it went back a 3rd time. I did not tell it to go back and do it a 3rd time. Let's check the history. There it is. And there it is. It doesn't really show you. I mean, sometimes Dream will tell you there was a dirt detection event. Okay, this is the first time I've seen that level of dirtiness. See how it gives you 2 levels? That's definitely dirty. I don't know if there is a sensor inside the robot that can tell if the floor is dirty. I think it's using the dock. Again, I'm guessing. I wish that Roborock, tell us more. Please, you have something really, really good here. Tell us more. It works. Because if I go back, when it was doing these other cleans like this one here, my floor wasn't dirty. I was just done for the day. And you can see it cleaned this floor 1 pass. And the dirt map, so that's actually not dirt. That's dirt levels like low. And that's only in the mopping area. So, okay. It can't tell you dirt level in the vacuum area. This is all carpet. See? Okay. So it's getting the dirt map information from when it goes back to clean. This is advanced stuff here. I've not seen this before. And maybe it has been on some other robots. I can't believe I'm learning something new today. Just when you think you've done so many robot vacuum cleaners, so many things, you learn something new that this docking station is pretty smart. Now, I have had some viewers ask me to check the water temperature. If you look at my unboxing, I tried for about 2 or 3 minutes. I'm sorry if it was too long of a video, but I tried to check the water temperature. I can't. The mop pad's spinning. It's definitely elevated, and they emailed one of my viewers, and the viewers left in the comments that it's not hot water all the time. Like, it puts cold water in there for sometimes, then it adds hot water sometimes. So it's just too hard right now to figure out what's going on back there. I definitely felt the tank was hotter. You know, it's definitely not just taking the water, the clean water, and putting it down there. Okay, let's go vacuum up that area with all carpet. I'm gonna do vacuum only. Let's do max. We could do tornado. Let's do that. I'll play around with it. I got it on 2 passes. We're doing a zone.
Starting zone cleaning.
Okay, so again, only 10 millimeter mop pad lift. But if you had it vacuum first and then mop, those mop pads would be dry. So that's the maximum suction. It's not really loud. 70? Doesn't sound really loud. Okay, so I do have some fake poop. That's the hardest one to detect right there. So far, so good. And I got some really long hair. Let's see how the hair wrap works. Now, this robot does not claim to be the best at obstacle avoidance. It's really hard to be really good at obstacle avoidance without having a camera on the front that can really process those things that it's seeing in the front. It's just using lasers to take a picture of it somehow. Yeah, it's going to run that iPhone cable over. That was to be expected. I'm going to pick it up. It'll just get jammed in it. The one I'm really hoping, I wanted to avoid that one. That one's kind of an obvious one. That one's a sneaky one. That's extremely hard to see that. Especially brown on brown like that. The color's got to be super hard to distinguish. But I really wanted to, I would be okay if it at least detected that one. Because that one's just under the LiDAR. I mean, the LiDAR might pick it up. I was expecting that. It's doing a good job vacuuming. I mean, this is a first pass. This is really, really a lot of dirt and debris. Yeah, I expected that. Yep. No. No. Darn. Nope, darn. I was hoping for something better. Let's try something tall. So it should avoid this. The LiDAR can pick that up. Yeah, it's going around. So something tall, it can go around. It actually did a pretty good job going around it. Okay, so I'm getting ready to do the Qrevo Master. It's got the same thing. Roborock, you need to make this like 3 pictures and explain it better, because that's actually a very, very good thing that it does. Yeah, the Master has both arms go out, so I'm anxious for that. I like that when both the front and the side go out, and it does pictures. Because you can do, anytime they do video calling, that means they have a camera on the front. And it's like a little robot. You can have it go around your house, take pictures, do a video call, check on your pets. So, but you also lose some privacy with that, because sometimes these things, if you're in a room and it's in there and it sees an obstacle, it's definitely taking a picture. But the nice thing, that is usually off by default, the picture taking. I'll verify that, but typically that is off, and you've got to go physically, or not, but you got to turn it on in the app, and it's reminding you, hey, you're turning on pictures. Do you consent to this? So I like that they do that at least. This just seems like, well, I mean, there is a place for it. Okay, so fewer sensors, cheaper, no video camera, $800 right now. And there's nothing really even going on right now. Prime Days was 2 or 3 weeks ago. We're going to be in August. Okay, let's just take a look and see. It is really... I like to see that there's not a whole bunch of stuff right there. Wow, is that thing full? Wow. Okay, it's doing a great job. Okay, now it's doing the second pass. It's actually doing a really good job cleaning this room still, even with that filter being really clogged. I'm so curious. I'm looking into the Max V, which I bought earlier this year. Right now, it's not available on Amazon. So I'm like, what? Did I get something that they are not making anymore? I spent a lot of money. I spent like $1,500 on that Max V. And then these Qrevo S, Pro, and Masters came out, which I don't understand. Oh, look who's come. Oh, Miss Fiona's here. I know you're wanting a treat. Okay, here's 2 treats. She is a treat girl. She loves her treats. Okay, so it's finished cleaning. It's going to return to the dock. So something I've never seen before. This one earlier today when I was kind of like getting it ready for the video, I found this screw in the dustbin. Now, obviously, it wasn't going to get sucked up there, but I've never seen that before. Now, it says the Max V also has the 2.0 dock, and it also says it has intelligent dirt detection. So I apologize. When I did that Max V, I did not understand that well. It took me... It shouldn't take this long to learn these robots. I mean... Okay, that was a big empty. Let's see if it took everything out.
Dustbin
Oh, it did. I'm on the fence about these doors here. These trap doors. I've seen where dirt and hair gets stuck in them, and then you can get into problems once in a while. They're all kind of going to that, so I guess I get it. So from what I can tell, its the Max V, its mopping brush moves, which this one does. So this is the cheaper version of the Max V. I mean, I got to do more research. This is preliminary, but I was so intrigued. Okay, maybe it's making sense now. What's the cheaper version of the Master? So the Pro is the cheaper version of the Max V without the camera technology. So the Master now is this is the one. This is the top of the line, not the Max V, because it does both the side brush and the mop. Okay, and it has the camera, and it has the intelligent dock. Roborock, you gotta do a better job of this is, I mean, I do this for a living. I mean, I'm glad I've got a job because I'm gonna be able to educate people on these Roborocks. So I'm glad I've got them all. They make an S, and they had an original Qrevo, which was just okay. It had very low vacuuming power, and its obstacle avoidance was pretty bad. But this one, man, I would love to see that obstacle avoidance be a little bit better on that front sensor. That's not a game changer. I beat these robots up pretty good when they run over poop. I have had this in my basement. My basement, if you saw on my map, it's pretty extensive because there's so much stuff. It has not gotten stuck. So the obstacle avoidance is working. I have stuff on the floor. Like sometimes there's towels, there's cables there. There's always these kind of wheels on these carts and stuff. So it's not getting stuck. I haven't had to go find it and like redock it. That's a pretty big deal for me. Now, so if your dog does have an accident, it probably is going to run it over. If there is an iPhone cable on the floor, is it going to mess it up? No, these things are pretty good about, it'll jam up in there a little bit and eventually stop. I've never had one break because of that. Now, that's not to say they won't. Okay, I'm going to have this go up against the Dream X40, the Eufy X10 Pro Omni. This is the Max V. It's, in my opinion, it's obsolete now. It's obsolete. It's obsolete. I hate to say that. I was so excited. I thought, I'm going to be the first one. I ordered it from Roborock as soon as it came out, paid a ton of money, and they just came out with too many new models. I had no idea they were going to do that. Typically, well, I don't know what typical is anymore because these robots are changing so rapidly. Eufy seems to be on somewhat of a decent schedule. Like that was the X10 Pro Omni. Like they haven't released another one. There's not 3 models of it. Dream, on the other hand, they released the X30 and like a month later the X40, and it's just hot water mop washing and Okay, let's add up the score. A 94A. I originally gave it a 5 on pictures, but this doesn't claim to take pictures. I don't know. It did really good. That's an A. 94, 96, it doesn't matter. It's super good. Mopping around rugs, it's just okay. I did see a few activations. Mop pads are 10 millimeters. That's high, but sometimes things are higher on others. Again, I'm being kind of nitpicky. It's basically got dinged on the dog poop iPhone cable blanket. Light cords, it does really good. It does avoid those. It is relatively quiet. Mopping, vacuuming, and emptying. 94. The price, I gave it a 5. Don't pay $1,000. It's on sale right now for $800. So with that being said, would I spend $1,000? Yes. Yes, I would. $800 is an amazing deal. I think I spent more than $1,000. Okay, I gotta stick my shoe in my mouth. I got it July 18th, which was Prime Days, $700. Oh my gosh, I didn't know. That was, so $800 now, it was $700 on Prime Days. That's an amazing price. Thank you to whoever has been telling, I'm sorry I can't give you a call out. You know who you are. There's been several people telling me to get these Roborock Qrevos, and I was fighting it and fighting it. And I'm like, why? I've got the Max V. What's the big deal? What's going on? You know, I just did not want to do it. Well, A, they're expensive, but wow, $700 Qrevo. This thing's going to give the Eufy X10 Pro Omni. I got to do a comparison. This thing's with this price point. This is going to give the Eufy a run for its money. Now we're still in a different market. The Max V is $1,400. Now this is an amazing mopping, but that $1,400, that's a different line. That's a whole different game. I got lots of comparisons with it. Okay, Roborock, add a solution tank to the Qrevo. Add a solution tank. I've got the S8 Max V upstairs. I don't like it. It's doing an okay job, but I want the spinning mop pads. They just seem like they're doing work. The S8 Max V, I know it's working, but I'd rather see the spinning mop pads. Now I looked up my order. I spent $1,600 on this master. They've got to be putting this on sale sometime. That's a lot of money. I don't think we're going to get, okay, we get 10,000 suction power. But, you know, are you going to run it on the highest power? I got to look into this now. Because there are so many suction level settings, we can claim 10,000 pascals of suction, but is it going to ramp that up if it senses dirt? No. Am I going to run it around on 10,000 all the time? No, probably not. I mean, I'm learning something every day. Oh, Miss Fiona's back downstairs. So I got to be honest with you, I was not looking forward to this video. It's always the video that you're like putting off, thinking it's not going to be that. I thought this video would be like, I don't know why I'm doing this video. It's going to be just a Qrevo. It's just whatever. It's always those videos that you don't think anything of that end up being game changer. I apologize. But thank you to the comments for pressuring, not really pressuring me, but I had several comments. Get the Qrevo Pro, get the Qrevo Master. I did. I eventually did. And thank you. Thank you so much, because this video turned out. I learned so much. I know it's long. It's super long. I hope you don't mind. I may make an abbreviated version. YouTube doesn't show our videos to everybody. So I may make a second version of this that's abbreviated, that doesn't have all this extra stuff in it. But I think we're going to be learning about robots for a long time, because this is such a changing market so quickly. Like every year, it's going to be this, like 4 new robots just in Roborock, and they're all kind of a little different, and they're all released at different times. And if I was Roborock, I would show in your commercial that if it would mopped up a muddy mess, it came back to the docking station, it cleaned the mop pad, showed the sensor, oh, I'm seeing dirt, go remop that area again. Let people know that it's the docking station telling the robot to go remop. I think you've got a real winner here. But you've got to fix the app. Well, it's not that bad, I guess, but so many times. Now, maybe I'm the exception because I have so many Roborocks. I mean, but I won't use this for a little bit, or maybe the Roborock is turned off or turned back on. It's kind of when some things are kind of out of the normal, I'll click on it, and then I get the spinning map. Now that one's turned off, but I'll get a spinning map, and then I have to uninstall the app and then reinstall it, but it's not doing it now. So at least there is a fix for that, but that's kind of, it's frustrating when it's happening. It does take like it just takes a minute or two to uninstall it, reinstall it, and log in. So let's keep those comments coming. I am looking at them. I might miss a few here and there. Keep the comments coming. I am on my tablet every night looking at robot vacuum cleaners, what's coming, what's in them for sale. I do appreciate everybody helping me to do this. I feel like we're a team. So keep the comments coming. What robots to do next, what robots you're looking forward to. Keep the comments coming. That's all I'm going to say, especially on this one, because if you waited this long, I don't know, this is going to end up being 50 minutes, maybe an hour long, but if you've waited this long and you're listening to this, you're a fan, you're liking this, and leave the comments, especially on this one, what robots to do next, what are you liking? I want more comments. I thought I could go down this journey and kind of figure it out, but even with all the research that I'm doing, we need everybody. So leave more comments, what robots to do, what you're finding with your robot if you have one, what sales you're seeing, what new releases. I mean, I do appreciate somebody on Instagram. I'm on Instagram also, and a Facebook group page. Those are probably the best ways to communicate with me is Instagram. You can direct message me, and on Facebook group page and Facebook. So, you know, just take a screenshot or whatever and just send it, post it on that Facebook group page. Everybody would love to chime in. And I look at those, keep the comments coming. We've got to figure this out together. Yep, now, I've said I would never do, you know, I'm going to buy these robots, but I may do advertising in the future. Now, let me explain. Right now, I would do an ad on this. Roborock, now they haven't contacted me or nothing, but if they contacted me and said, hey, we'd like you to do an ad on this Qrevo, is it the Pro? It's the Pro, yeah. I would say yes, and they would pay me, and then it would be a paid ad. Now, honestly, I could tell you exactly what I thought of it, and it would be a paid ad. So that might be in the future. I don't know. This is my full-time job. I'm trying to figure it out. I want to understand. So this has been just a big eye-opener for me because I've been wondering, like, how can I do an ad? If I know the product, if I believe in the product, if I trust the product, like when I mean trust, like I've used it, I know what's going on with it. Now, do I know this? There's probably something on here I don't know right now. But I do know, I feel like I do know this enough to where I could tell people it's a good buy, you know. And I think I can earn a little extra money by doing an ad. It'll, you know, I have to disclose all of that. If Roborock ever pays me to do an ad, I have to check boxes that say this is an ad. I have to say it in the video. I have to say it everywhere. Like, I cannot hide that fact. So in the future, I may be doing something like that. It's not in the near future. I'm learning. I got to learn how to do this, but I would actually feel good about that by doing that. And all that is exposure. Like, I can do a video on this and it doesn't go to a ton of people. Now, Roborock, if Roborock sponsors me and I do the ad, it's probably going to go to, I mean, I don't know YouTube that well, but it's probably going to go to more people because more people follow Roborock and we can get more exposure that this is actually a good robot. So that's kind of where I would be coming from. Because recently, Ninja did send this to me for free. And I did do some videos for it. They didn't pay me for the video, but I did do some videos. I disclosed that it was given to me. But I do believe in it. And those videos are honest and true. Like, it is a good product. And Ninja reached out to me and they wanted to send me the brand new espresso machine. And I spent about a week thinking about it, which I probably lost the opportunity just from not jumping on it right away. But they wanted to pay me for an ad, send me the machine, and I waited and thought. And I decided, I did everything up to the point of signing the contract. And then I didn't sign the contract. Because I wasn't ready. This is the format now that I want to do. I'm not going to do an ad on something brand new that's I may not know as well as I should. So if I do this, I want to know it. And then I want to be able to be on that way. I can be honest and I can tell you exactly what it is. So I'm glad I waited on that one because I'm hoping there will be more in the future. I don't know, there may not be. I may have ruined that opportunity, but at least they know. And I wrote an email that I just wasn't ready. I don't know what I'm doing. I was going to sign a contract and I don't know. I got to do some coaching. I got to get some coaching about influencers when they work with brands and how all of that works. Because I just want to do it right. So I wasn't able to, and then I was questioning whether to do that with my channel, but I think I can do that now. I think if I follow this format of in-depthly getting to know the video, getting to know the product, and hopefully I can do that with me buying it and then maybe get paid for the ad by just doing the ad. So there will always be all the other videos and comparisons with it. That won't be a part of the contract. I want to be able to compare it to other ones and give you my honest opinion. So again, don't know what the future holds with this. I just wanted to keep you informed of what's going on. You know, I am still buying 99% of the products. That was just kind of a one-off. So, and I will try to, I'm going to take this one upstairs, and it's going to be my full-time one right now. I've been using the S8 Max V and getting ready to do a video on it. It's going to be a little disappointing, but just because it was such a big price tag. I mean, my gosh, what did I say, $600 I paid for this? Or no, I paid $700 for this. That's just an amazing price. You're talking half the price of the S8 Max V, half the price of the S8 Qrevo Max V. Okay, I gotta go. Thanks everybody. If you could like, subscribe, check out those other channels. Again, you can share this. If you want to share this YouTube video, that's perfectly fine with me. But comments. I want to see more comments. Tell me what you think of me possibly doing ads in the future. I don't mind. Again, I've learned some of the hardest lessons by comments that were not always the best. I've learned some of the best practices by people saying, hey, you need to be doing this. This is not really good. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And you read it about 2 days later. Yep, they're right. Okay. Got to research better sound. Got to research better lighting. So please, comments, please. I just really do appreciate it. And I got to go. Bye.